Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the roundup for Street Fighter 6. As you can see, I am back in my home studio. Street Fighter League Europe has wrapped. Congratulations to Team NIP for sweeping that and breaking every record in existence. If you missed any of that action, I'll definitely recommend you go and check that out on the Capcom Fighters YouTube channel. But we move forwards, and boy, it's been a huge last couple of days. Capcom dropped an enormous balance patch that's had such wide-reaching effects. It's almost broken the meta of Street Fighter 6 right now. We've had all manner of things going down, but the biggest, of course, is that perfect parry glitch. We're going to talk about that on this video. As well as the balance patch, of course, the World Warrior Region Finals have been going down, and we've added more names to the list of Capcom Cup 11, so we'll update you on that. And of course, we look ahead towards Kings of the World, which is going down next weekend right here in London in the UK, the 14th and 15th, the final stop on the Capcom Pro Tour. Remember, each and every week we'll be rounding up all of the news and the results in the world of Street Fighter right here on Reversal. So make sure you're giving us a follow, get subbed, and hit that like button, share, and RT. Let everybody know what's going down, and we will continue to update you on the comings and goings in the world of Street Fighter 6. So let's get straight into it. Alright, let's kick off with the UK and Ireland region finals that happened as part of Salt Mine League. Going into it, all eyes were definitely on Ending Walker, the #1 seed, but in winners finals, he faced off against Broski in a shock 3-0 defeat, saw him sent to losers bracket. Ending was able to come back in grand finals and even reset the bracket 3-1 to take it to a final set, but with a mirror 3-1 result, Broski will be taking yet another Aki to Capcom Cup with a very impressive win.
No! Broski is your champion for the grand finals here at the UK/Ireland finals. Oh my god!
Broski!
Spain and Portugal's finals happened offline in Barcelona at the Movistar Centre. And despite starting to come into form towards the end of Street Fighter League Europe, #1 seeded Samuel was unable to close out a win against Diver. He went down 3-2 in winners finals, and in grand finals, Diver was able to go one better with a 3-1 victory, and he'll be taking Ed to the Capcom Cup. In the Asia South regional final, it was a dominant performance from Psionic. A huge 3-0 sweep in grand finals against Badshah Mia, who he beat earlier in winners semis. And that sees him repeat his victory of the 2023 season, showing his dominance in the Asia South region.
Tournament is SIONIC, winner of World Warrior South Asia Regional Finals. SIONIC.
And lastly, for the World Warrior Regional Finals, let's take a look at Germany, once again being ran by Salt Mine League. And as Ritus watched on operating his home country's region finals, it was Halibel who shocked us with a 3-2 win over Random in semi-finals. And he would go on to face Semi in grand finals with a convincing 3-1 victory, which will see another Kami make their way to Capcom Cup in Japan.
Congratulations to GG Halibel, qualifying for Capcom Cup.
The fifth and final World Warrior in the Middle East happened this past week under V/esports, and it's no surprise that Angry Bird, after his incredibly dominant performance in Street Fighter League Europe, was able to take the victory. But it was definitely not as easy as you may have thought, because Viewersome in the grand finals reset with a 3-0 sweep. It looked like things might be upside down today, but Angry Bird flipped it on its head and came back with a 3-0 of his own. And with Big Bird already qualified as guaranteed leaderboard winner in this super region, Angry Bird will go into the finals as #1 seed. Those finals will be happening this weekend, so look out for that. Last week also saw the 5th France and Monaco World Warrior, and Alphen was able to reset in grand finals against Valmaster, who ran through the full spectrum of his character roster in the tournament. Alphen qualifies on winner's side for the region finals.
The defender's got there's another one. It's Alphen with the win. It's crazy comeback. He pulled it.
All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. On December the 2nd, a balance update dropped, and my word, was it a lot more extensive than we were expecting, especially the fact that it dropped before the end of the competitive season. There was a lot of concern for players because we are in the middle of regional finals for World Warriors, and there's still one more event left on the Capcom Pro Tour. So the timing was already drawing a lot of concern from the players, but when this glitch was discovered in Japan, all hell broke loose.
Did you see the new perfect parry bug that locks out the opponent's reversal buffer? No? Hang on, let's test this. This sounds kind of broken. Okay, so if I do that, oh, you're right, there's no buffer. I'm trying to do it as like a buffered super rather than just mashing it. Yeah, there's just no buffer. That's kind of broken. Yeah, you just don't get a buffer. Ooh, that is actually kind of broken. Capcom is probably going to need to emergency patch this.
Now, what is this perfect parry glitch? Well, there's loads of videos out there about it, explaining it in depth from some of the best players in the world. Broski has done a fantastic breakdown video on it, but the long story short is that if you are subjected to a hard knockdown after a perfect parry, you're unable to utilize the input buffer window, which means that you can't really do wake up reversals, and that is incredibly strong when it comes to pressure. Now, this unintended result of the balance patch was acknowledged by Capcom, and many of the regional finals that are scheduled to be happening this weekend, including the French regional final on reversal, have been postponed. That's right, this unintended glitch is so game-defining that events that will lead to qualifiers for Capcom Cup have been postponed until it can be walked back. Now, Capcom have said they're going to be doing that, so we'll look out for that. Hopefully it happens soon, but until then, this is a very big deal. Now, on top of that, it has been a huge balance patch. There's been extensive changes that have really changed a lot about how the game looks. And whilst Ed and Cammy players have been pretty vocal about their disappointment, there's been a lot of characters that seem to have come out of this balance patch very jubilant.
Wow.
And the competitive meta is certainly going to look very, very different by the time we get to Capcom Cup in March in Tokyo. Shout outs to all the content creators that have been finding incredible stuff and showing off new combo routes and new possibilities. And I think one of the biggest winners is definitely going to be Ryu. You're going to be seeing a lot more Ryus both online and in tournament over the next couple of months.
If you've been mashing on DI to beat Ryus who always do this, well, guess what? You can't anymore. Ryu players, this patch is for you. Enjoy.
Okay, that is about all we got time for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. As I said, we are going to be doing this every week here on Reversal. So if you have any news that you want us to check out and cover, please let us know. Either hit up Reversal_GG on Twitter or myself, WSO Logan. Of course, you should be subbing and following and doing all that good stuff on YouTube and the Twitch as well, where we broadcast live several times a week for all of your favorite fighting game titles. And one more plug, it's your last chance to sign up for Kings of the World. It closes on the 6th at midnight, so get onto that Start GG and sign up for Kings of the World in London, the last stop on the Capcom Pro Tour. Also, check out Royal Flush, the 2v2 that's going down on the Friday before Kings of the World. It's going to be a 2v2 completely free entry at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere. So if you're down for Kings of the World, come down and hang out with the London community. If you're not even signed up, if you just want to hang out and meet up with everybody, you're more than welcome. Come down. Red Bull Gaming Sphere on Friday for Royal Flush, the 2v2. There'll be plenty of casual setups. You can find out more about that in the description as well. I want to say a big thank you to Cross Moon, Lazarus, Sir, and Ruzu for helping contribute with the clips this week, and the biggest shout out to Scruffy for the edits, doing an incredible job. Thank you so much. You guys, if it wasn't for you, this video would not exist, so we appreciate your continued help and support on this. And of course, we appreciate everybody watching, getting involved in the comments, sharing, liking, retweeting, anything, any engagement. We appreciate you for spreading the word. And of course, there's so much great content here on Reversal. Please hang around and check out a bit more of it here on the YouTube channel, and we'll see you same time next week for the roundup with all the Street Fighter 6 news you could ever want.